Okay, my project for the day is to install this stove fireplace blower, this Model H BLOT. This looks like the blower right here. That blower is going to be installed. Can't see it here with my lighting. The blower is installed in the back of the fireplace, and what that's going to do is pull air from the bottom of the fireplace and blow it out the top. So for whatever reason, this particular fireplace was not installed with the blower to begin with, but fortunately it was installed with a power receptacle at the bottom, so it's going to allow me to plug the blower in. And this front panel has a spot to put the blower control. So again, I don't know why it was never put in, just for a little $50 blower. But basically what's involved in putting this thing in is the blower comes with a speed control, so you can adjust the speed of the blower, and it comes with a temperature switch. So you can mount that on the fireplace, and once you've cut the fire on and the firebox gets the temperature, it closes the circuit and the blower will cut on. So it seems like a pretty simple install. We got again, in series, we need to put this temperature switch, we need to put this speed control device, and of course the power supply for the blower itself. Kind of interesting thing is it's very poorly written instructions. There's a little wiring circuit diagram, but the funny thing is the way all the connectors were provided on this particular fan, you couldn't actually even join all the connectors up, so I ended up having to buy some new connectors with male and female connections, so you could actually install together. So now I'm gonna get the blower in place and then wire it up, and we'll test it out. Looks pretty simple. All right, so I guess still trying to put this in. You can see this kind of panel back here. The blower needs to be installed between the, I think it's my finger here, this side here and over here, and the air blows up. Air blows up here, so that's why we need to position the fan in this between these two sides here. So I think I have it in now, kind of positioned up against the back between those two. There's baffles on the side walls, and so now I'm going to try to make there's some little Velcro straps that come with Velcro stickers that come with it. I'm going to try to Velcro the thing in place, but then we'll wire it up and see if we can get this thing going. All right, we got the blower installed back there. Next thing there's a couple of the, I don't have it wired up completely. You can see the terminal there to the right that needs to be put in still. But what I'm gonna do now is there's a temperature switch that needs to be mounted. So I'm gonna work on mounting that. I'll show you that. Like I said, here is the temperature switch. This temperature switch, you can see it here. There is a little clip here. I can't see it. I'll do this here. Not very good. There's a little clip there that we're going to mount the temperature switch so it pins up against the firebox. So I'm going to put that in, then I'll start the video. Focus. There you go. See, the temperature switch with that clip is held up against this firebox here, and the wires are fished down there. And the wires come down the side here, down the box. I can probably put a little piece of tape or something to hold it off the box against that wall there. All right, so here's the speed controller for the fan. And so on the blower itself, I took that temperature switch and I connected it to the motor on the blower. And so now I've got the other end of the temperature switch right here, and I am going to complete the circuit between this temperature switch Now I remember. This is the end of the power supply cable, and so I'm going to connect this through the speed, what do you call this? The speed control, and then I'm going to close that circuit with the end of the, for the temperature switch to complete the circuit. And so, like I said, before, that speed control is just going to mount, and this, got them in this hole. Click on it. It's going to mount right there. So I'm going to put that in place, and we'll show you what that looks like. All right, so it looks like, so I've got the little knob in here, and so here it turns off. I don't even know if that arrow is, it doesn't seem like the right way, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, it's got the knob. We'll put that knob on there. It's loose, but you'll notice it has a little hole, a little tiny little set screw, and so I got a little, what do you call it, a eyeglass kit, so I'm going to screw that in and lock that in place. All right, oops, yeah. All right, we've got it plugged in, got the switch there. I guess you can turn it off. So right now we've got it on, and there's the fan back there. Of course, we don't have the gas, well, other than we got the pilot on, so I probably should have turned the pilot off, but regardless, I worked with the pilot on, so you can kind of see the pilot on there, but it's not particularly warm. Fan's not going, so hopefully we cut on the fire and the thing comes up to temperature, we'll see that it cuts on. So let's try that out. Okay, let's see how this works. I'm come over here. I'm gonna flip on the fireplace. There we go. I don't know if you can see it. This is daylight out, but we've got the fire going. Fan's not on. All right, so the fan just cut on, and you can see all the dust that's blowing out here. So let's take a look down there. I don't know how well it's visible here, but the fan is going back there. That's right. Just cranked up the speed control, slow it down, turn it off, turn it back on, crank it up. So we'll do a little test here with toilet paper. Front of the thing here, so kind of put it out in front of it, kind of blowing it. So yeah, we got some warm air coming out of there. So anyways, it's that simple.